All right, welcome back. I don't even know what to call it. No, I'm not gonna have a cool, quippy name for every section. More top college football content, and I'm not gonna beat around the bush and just get prelude to this one, because this is gonna be long content. We're gonna go through every single commit that is currently in the commits channel, and we're gonna rank them from the best one we've seen all the way down to the worst one we've seen. So, without further ado, let's hop into it. So, first, we've got Kevin Conrad. So, to be first means to start first. Kevin Conrad from Florida at wide receiver. So, we got a 4-star guy. Sorry, giving me an extra column here so I can remember. So, we got a 4-star wide receiver, 86 speed, decent route running. Nothing special, just the first one to go. Who doesn't like the 91 XL 83 release, though? An important key thing here is that he's pretty tall. So, physical route runner archetype, this is the first we've seen of that. So, yeah, I mean, not much to go with. Kevin Conrad, you're first. Following that, we have Iosefa Coffee, a left guard that has committed to Texas. Pretty big for a guard, I guess 6'3". 291 is a good weight, but let's see. A little finesse dominant. Maybe not the best pass blocker. Maybe only really kind of good at run blocking, but we don't know what his strength is. That don't matter. Having abilities is good. I'm gonna go ahead and say that he's worse than the wide receiver. Just because I think he's a little raw at some of the things, but from what I hear, these agile guys def pretty well. But yeah, just a little again, a fine guard. He'll be the best guard on some people's teams. Texas, I don't know if he even really sees the field for a couple seasons. So Iosefa Coffee, interesting last name. Here though, however, is another left guard, and this guy is a 4-star Jim, Major Riggins, 6'5", 329. So honestly, could even see him being a tackle convert. Let's see here, the run blocking, gross across the board. However, a lot better of a pass blocker. And I think just because the nature of him being a 4-star gem, I think he takes the 2 spot away. Just for being a 4 gem and kind of being a little bit better on the pass block. Worse on run blocking, obviously, but better pass blocker. So interesting there. So Major Riggins. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to put this guy at the bottom for ASU. This is a left guard. A lot of left guards early, committing 6'5". If you have a 57 in an ability, we've got some problems. But however, I don't think he will be the worst. He is a 3-star gem, so we'll see. But I'm just going to save me some time and put him down here. We'll clean this up as we go, per se. All right, so this is gonna be a guy. Oh, I don't want to open him up. I guess I'm just leaving him like this. Let me make trying to make it to where it's as easy to view as possible. Maybe I need to reconsider. I mean, this is just a picture that's super far back. You're able to kind of see all of these. So, all right, but looking at Cole Doyle from Michigan. I'm going to wait before I move him around. So Doyle's got this 93 strength, 3 mental abilities, workhorse bronze, decent acceleration. He's a big, tall guy on the inside, so may get some swats. Really, really raw in terms of the pass rush moves, and he really not even that good of a block shutter, but a lot of raw ability there. And where I am going to put him over Iosefa Coffee is because of those mental abilities and the height. I think that's certainly an interesting start there. Doyle, I don't know how long, but I do know that Michigan team is really struggling. All of their defensive tackles are upperclassmen, so when they're gone, Doyle has a clear path to playing time. So as long as he devs well. Here's a right tackle for Florida, Terrence Waddy, 6'5", big tackle. Solid across the board here. I think this is our clear, like our best day one guy. In terms of if I look up a little bit at Riggins, he's down in the 60s. So I think this might be our current best commit. I think is this right tackle who's got O-line rally. So move all of these guys down too, and then I think Terrence Waddy. This is a UF right tackle. He's a 4-star, but obviously we know that there's some bigger dogs coming. But I like that. I like go getting a guy that can run block in all scenarios, decent pass blocker, and then I assume that the cap should be decent considering he's a well-rounded forward. And just like that, yeah, exactly, very much so, well-rounded. All right, here's the Texas dump of players. Let's see, Quincy Idoga. This is a Mike linebacker, 81 speed, 89 excel, 4-star, good strength, good in coverage out the gate. Again, instinct is interesting, and good pursuit. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I like him over. I like him over everybody except Terrence Waddy. Riggins was good. These offensive linemen are good. Conrad was good, but a little bit slow and not really playable day one. This is absolutely a guy, who is playable day one. And I'm gonna make a little note here of the players here. So when I say Quincy, I think this is a day one player, but needs room to grow. But I mean, when you talk about Mike linebacker, 81 speed isn't the end of the world. 89 excel is good, and the good in coverage and that instinct ability means they get downhill on the run. Combine that with 84 pursuit. This is a really good guy. This is a really good player. 6'1", 222 as well. Yeah. However, I think this might be the best player so far. I mean, we've got 3 guys here from Texas, so I think let's look at Matthew Cherry. This is a 4-star gem, 6'1", 92 speed. This is a guy who can absolutely play day one, and I think I'm going to give him the nod over. I'm going to change these to say Texas in case we ever see a player from Tennessee. So I'm going to give him the nod actually. Over all of these guys, and the reason why is because he's athletically nothing is needed, right? He is absolutely can play now. He's a 4-star gem. He's got really good man coverage. Yeah, you might have to be a little bit careful with him in zone coverage, so obviously a little bit of room to grow, but you can play in the nickel with that silver quick jump, so he matters in the blitz game. And if you're big into using nickel, like some of the guys in the league are, you can do that. But, I mean, again, athletically, that left side column, 72 awareness, 92 speed, 93 excel, 89 change of direction. Cherry is just like a true raw athlete. And that's sick there. So Matthew Cherry is going to be my number 1 as of now. Let me clear that up just a little bit. All right. Next up, we have Jimmy Quinones. 3 mental abilities for this speedster wide receiver. Coming out, he's got 91 speed, 91 excel. He also is a 4-star gem. He's got solid route running, a good release, catch and traffic, spec catch. Listen, as quick as Matt Cherry was on the top of the list, the quick he goes away. So why am I going Jimmy Quinones again over Cherry? Well, both of them are ready to play right now. They're both 4-star gems. They both got mental abilities. Okay, but Cherry is a little bit of a liability. If you look here with that zone coverage kind of being 71 and man's decent, but those won't play against better receivers. Quinones, more than enough speed to be a solid wide receiver. 6'1's good height, and the route running is already good enough to play. So I like that. Jimmy Quinones, interesting. All right, he's our top recruit so far as we are 8 in. Let's go number 9, another Michigan, Manu Ochi out of Illinois, 6'2", 81 speed, 88 excel. A little bit similar to Quincy Idoga in that the 81 speeds there. They got mental ability, so he's going to be good in the rain. They both have 80-45 pursuits, 76 zone. So I think we got to put them right next to each other. The only thing that I'm going to give the edge to is the Texas. Mike, I think he's got a little bit better man coverage, and that instinct ability, I think, is a little bit better than the abilities I'm seeing with the natural and road dog. Um, so let's move them down, and right behind Quincy, we'll do Ochi from UM. He's a will linebacker, 4-star. Cool. So a lot of defensive guys here popping off. You know, Cherry, and then these two linebackers look really good. Some solid offensive linemen. The best receiver though, and the best player so far, definitely is the Texas. You know it is. All right, let's take a look at some of these guys here. I'm gonna pull these pictures up. You're not gonna be able to see all their things. I'll read them off. Unfortunately, the pictures are being kind of weird. So this is Romeo Cotter, a wide receiver from Ohio State. Just reading off some abilities: 86 speed, 91 excel. The route running column is where we like him. Look, 90 agility, 83 deep, 88 medium, 82 short, 82 spec catch, and then he's got bronze cutter. He's 6'1". He is really, really light, and that is the first thing. So when we go Romeo Cotter, where do I like him? Well, I definitely like him over Kevin Conrad, that Florida receiver that started things off. Why? Well, first of all, they're both route runner types, but his is just a little bit more developed. They're very similar in speed. They're very similar in height, maybe 2 inches to the Conrad guy, but just way more developed. Like Romeo Cotter can absolutely be a wide receiver early, like with the speed, right? But the fact that he's got the good route running and cutter, again, I think that's just going to be easier to develop because really he just has to get 87, 88 speed and then just keep deving the route running. And once he's plat cutter, I mean, you want to know what plat cutter does, go look at Jordan Tyson. Like, it's disgusting. So I'm going to put him at number 6 here over Conrad. So kind of, you know, at the bottom of our list here, some of the left guards, though. One is a gem. The only issue with Riggins so far is he's really kind of just pass dominant, not a very good run blocker. That's where we're at with these guys. These guys are like, you know, this group, right? They're really just kind of missing one thing, whether that's speed at wide receiver to compete, or maybe like they're only a little lopsided on what they can do. But a lot of, I mean, again, all of these guys I would love to have on Utah. Next is Paul Ames. This is a 4-star right tackle. Oh shit. He's nice. Let me read off his stats here. 81 run block, 84 run block power, 84 run block finesse. And on the passing side, 80 pass block, 83 pass block power, 83 pass block finesse. I like him more than I like the right tackle from Texas. That was Terrence Waddy. 3 mental abilities. Oh man, yeah, this is Paul Ames is certainly going to be right now my 3rd best guy. Paul Ames, Ohio State University, right tackle, 4-star. Again, plenty. We know there's just plenty of guys to come, but Paul Ames, I mean, that is a playable guy right now. All 80s and all relevant blocking stats. I mean, the only thing that hurts him is if his strength is low, and we don't know what that is. So we'll go from there. First quarterback to pop up, Charlie McNamara. Okay, I'm reading off his stats for you. 4-star gem out of Washington. 6'4", so not really having to worry about the SWAT downs too much. 92 throw power. Accuracies are short, 83, medium, 82, deep, 79. That'll play. Throw under pressure, 75. That'll good. Deuce Knight is in shambles over here. Break sack's a little low. Definitely a pocket guy. But 81 speed for a pocket passer? 4-star gem? I'm going to put him over everybody right now. And the reason why is obviously how important that position is. The fact that he's a gem at that position. He's got Silver Road Dog as well, which is going to help a ton. And he has no, like, a day one issue. He is going to dev extremely well, but he's absolutely playable day one. And 74 awareness is really good, because if you've seen some of the awareness on some of these guys, it definitely drops. I say all that to say this. We immediately have a better quarterback. So Charlie McNamara takes the 1 spot for exactly 1 second, because immediately we've got Miguel Tercero from Texas. at quarterback. This is a 5-star gem. Okay. 93 throw power. Accuracies are 85, 82, 75. So McNamara is a little bit better on the deeper accuracy early. And then they're very similar, right? In the speed, at 81, 83. He does have Bronzeville General out of Spring, Texas. Big, tall. Yeah, Miguel immediately right now is our top guy. So, whew, disgusting. Disgusting. Okay. Here's some FSU guys. Let's take a peek here. Nate Anoban. Again, I apologize for the having to open pictures up. These guys are posting multiple pictures at a time, but then I can't. Can I zoom out? No, I can't. I can't zoom out. Okay, but this is what I do have for you. Ready? This is an athlete dual threat quarterback with 88 throw power. His accuracies are 80 for short, 76 medium, 67 deep. So definitely not the most accurate guy. 84 throw on the run, 67 throw on pressure hurts a lot. But 84 speed, 88 excel, and here's the kicker, baby. Here's the kicker, baby. Gold extender for Nate Anoban. So where do we place him? I mean, we've got 2 really good pocket pass quarterbacks. We got 2 really good athletes. Is he a gem? He's not a gem. He is short. His accuracies are rough. His speed is good. 84 speed. I know you can't see, but 84 speed. But the 67 throw under pressure matters a lot. I'm going to put him right under Cherry. I'm going to put him right under Cherry. And the reason why is because he's not a gem. The throw power is a little low. But gold extender keeps him above the rest of these guys. That's a nasty guy. That's a very nasty pick. Dual threat. Let's go Reggie Conway. This is a left tackle for Florida State. 77 run block. 68 run block power. 83 finesse. 84 run block finesse. So this is an agile guy. He does have gold O-line rally. And he is a little bit better. He is like a little top, like he's really bad at the run block pass block power, but like finesse he's good. I'm gonna put him down here with the Major Riggins grouping here, and I am gonna put him above Riggins, and the reason why is that gold O-line rally, and him just being a good run blocker and a good pass blocker. Pest can get away with, you know, the fact that he's tackle. He's not gonna deal with too many guys that have power rush moves. He is really, really tall. And the fact that Pest can choose to do finesse runs to bypass the power block. But he has bronze quick step, bronze quick drop, good abilities, and 85 excel. So 6'6", but 85 excel. Interesting there. So Reggie Conway, the left tackle for FSU. All right, ASU's got some ballers here to play now. Woo, this is going to be a long list, but we're here. This long form content. Let's ride, baby. Deshaun Dawson, wide receiver. Let's take a look at him. 84 speed, 91 excel. He's got good route running, 82, 83, 83, 90 agility. The natural best friend. He's 5'11". I mean, I feel like he's got to go in the same grouping as these guys. And he is slower than them by 2. So I think that puts them right under. In fact, yeah, I'm going to have him put him right under. I mean, that's really good route running, solid mental abilities. He doesn't need too much speed to be relevant, but he's the worst of this trio group of route running guys that have solid route running, but they're just lacking a little bit on the speed side. And he's a little bit smaller than those guys at 5'11". So next is Matt Cantrell. This is an athlete running back, East-West playmaker. Again, I apologize. You can't see abilities. These guys posting them certain ways. 6'1". I'm really interested to see if P-Town decides to move him elsewhere. 92 speed, 91 excel is our first halfback we've seen. 86 change of direction. That's solid. That can really help, because obviously you're chasing that shifty ability, and he would need at least 5 before he gets it. 5 increases to change of direction. 83 juke, really good catching, and that's why I say 75 catching. He has gold adrenaline, bronze road dog. I think he's absolutely above these guys. And the reason why I think so is because he could play wide receiver or halfback right now. He's just significantly faster than them. He's great juke. This is a guy that can play right now. And right now I have Quincy as a guy that's a day one player that needs room to grow. So I feel like I have to put him over Quincy, because while I say that they have room to grow, when I say room to grow, I mean like, hey, they can play if they need to, but like maybe their speeds are 81. This is a guy that you could like P-Town could put in a meet. This is a gadget player. Like when I think of what is a guy that you could put a gadget, 92 speed, 75 catching, like this guy could absolutely play a gadget. So interesting. Okay, Mr. Cantrell. All right, next. Jimmy Slater. Ooh, guys, 4-star gem quarterback coming to ASU. Let's talk about his abilities. So, 92 or his ratings. 92 throw power. His accuracies are 78, 79, 68. Okay. Throw on the run is 79. Throw under pressure 77. That's acceptable. And the speed is 83, 86. So, we saw a similar quarterback. That's Nate Onunbun. The differences between the two right now. Slater is a gem. Nathan is not. Slater has worse short accuracy, has similar accuracies, but Onunbun is more accurate. Onunbun is faster and has gold extender. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that Nate is a little bit better. I think because of, I mean, we've watched gold extender. You've seen it. You've seen it. However, I think this is just immediately better as a recruit. The caps will depend on the difference here. But I mean, having a gold ability day one, being a little bit quicker, and having better short accuracy. I think it was like 85 short accuracy for Nate, whereas 78 short accuracy here for Slater is not as ready day one. But I expect both of those guys to get heavy playing time. Let's look at some Alabama. Here's some new teams. The Crimson Tide. Austin Wiggins. Here's a Sam Backer. All right, 82 speed, 86 excel. 77 strength. Okay, zone and man are in the 72s, which are fine. Hit power 77. This is a guy who, at a team like Bama, well, here's some benefit. He is 6'5". Depending on what his pass rushing looks like, I would almost want to consider moving him to edge, especially if he gains some weight. Austin Wiggins, again, when I think of him, I'm thinking down here in this grouping of these wide receivers. These are really good. Like, these wide receivers are missing something, and then they have really good route running. He's missing some speed, and he's not really that good in elsewhere. I'm actually going to, and because he's not a gem, I'm going to put him down here with these guys. I'm going to put him under Riggins because Riggins is a gem. Wiggins and Riggins. But I do think that, I don't know how much of Austin Wiggins we will see playing before he is a junior. Definitely a guy that's going to have to grow into that for sure. All right. Next. Caleb Banks. He posted the wrong picture. This is the recruiting page. I don't know anything about Caleb Banks. So we know Caleb Banks is a 4-star. And we know that he's a D tackle. So we're going to put him above Gabe, but I have nothing for him. Sorry, he posted the wrong picture. Dink. All right, here we go. Here's some fun ones. And a guy that knows how to post one picture at a time. Clay President, your first tight end on the board. 84 speed, 86 excel. That's solid. That's above average for these tight ends in the league. Route running is 71 medium, 64 deep. I expect short to be better. Catching is 84. He's got 2 silver abilities. Run blocking is 60. Listen, this is a guy. 6'6". Okay, hold on. This is where I like him. I don't know. When I look at Matt Cantrell is a good running back that could play wide receiver, but he isn't elite for his position. Same for these guys. I'm going to go here. None of these guys that we've been looking at outside of the quarterbacks that are valuable, the Texas duo here, and then these are two top quarterbacks. This is Clay President is the first guy that I've seen that like is genuinely would start over 80% of the players at his position day one. I mean, 6'6", 84 speed, and can run block. That's nasty business. So yeah, that's nasty work right there. Big fan of that. Next, another Notre Dame recruit, Malik Akbar. So we're back to some 5 stars. Oh shit, this is intense. Okay, 94 speed, 95 excel. This is the fastest player we've seen so far. 93 change of direction, 94 agility. This is an elite athlete, 6 foot tall. Bam, bump and run, 77 man. 69 zone, 77 press. This is a press man corner showing up day one, ready to rock. One of the fastest players in the league. I'm ready to put him at 2, man. McNamara is really good. 4-star gem, but he has to grow. He's got to grow just a little bit. Then I look at 69 zone. All right, we're going to put him. I think he's the best non-quarterback so far. Malik Akbar, Notre Dame, cornerback, 5-star. I think he's the best quarterback so far. And what I'm going to slide this just a little bit over so you guys can see my other. Let me put this whole column on the left side here. Yeah, Malik Akbar is not the speed. That's the difference. He's the one that is the elite speed. Jimmy is really good, but he's not elite speed. Matthew Cherry was really solid, but not elite speed, just playable speed. This is a guy that absolutely can come in and compete. So I'm good there. Let's take another. We got another 5-star coming up. This is Greg Beebe. All right. Right tackle. We don't have him fully, but what we do know is this. He's got gold roller coaster, silver quick step. We know he's 85 run block finesse, 84 pass block finesse, 81 pass block, decent run blocker, but definitely more of the finesse side of things. And we don't know much. So what we will know is we do know that I think he's definitely better than every other offensive lineman. The ratings aren't jumping out the gym where I'm like, oh my gosh, Clay President is better. Like, I do think that he's solid, and this is a 5-star tackle, but all these other guys are really playable day one. I don't know, it's just that 74, and the fact that we don't know. I'm gonna put him at 9, right between President. I'm getting out of bed for Clay President. I'm not necessarily for Greg Beebe, outside of the fact that he is a 5-star. Which, you know, is solid, but everybody above him, just to be clear, is in some way, shape, or form a elite player at the position. He looks like he's got a little bit of room to grow, but I'm sure he will. 6'4", 319. It's like we've already seen Doyle. All right. Here's another Michigan recruit, DeMarcus Narcisse. This is a Mike back lurker, 81 speed, 89 excel. I immediately am starting to think about this group between the linebackers that we had down here, Quincy and Manu. Actually, he's going to be teammates with Manu. 80 strength is sick. 83 pursuit, 80 hit power is sick. His man's a little bit low. His zone's high, but look at that gold instinct. So gold instinct is what's going to do, is what's going to have him put me over these guys, over Quincy. So let's go ahead and put him here. I think we already saw Reggie Conway, didn't we? Yeah, Pest just reposted Reggie Conway. So DeMarcus Narcisse from UM. This is a Mike backer. He's right there with his teammate Manu Ochi. So Michigan coming out strong with 2 really solid off-ball linebackers. He's 6'1". Yeah, that gold instinct, man, is going to be lit whenever his game gets fixed. So, all right, we've seen Reggie Conway. Okay, here we go. This is going to be interesting. Jeffrey Stoner. Okay, this is a 5-star gem with 89 speed, 91 excel. So he is 6'4". 89 speed, 91 excel, absolutely can play. Gold team player, and he's an athlete. 81 catching, 82 catching traffic. His route running is 82, 76, 73. His release is 82. And if he's an athlete, he probably has defensive abilities too. And the gold team player. Guys, we might be looking at a guy that might end up playing both ways. He's got elite size. The speed will play. The catching will play. And the fact I think this is the best so far. And he's a 5-star gem. While Miguel is really, really good, the fact that this guy realistically could be our Travis Hunter, but at 6'4", like imagine you play Ohio State and this guy's dotting you up and then he turns around and he's using you as a safety or as a nickel corner. This is disgusting. All right, we've got to start adding. We're going to have to be adding in ranks now. So let's see. Pest is cringing. I'm not a Google Docs guy. So yeah, I love Jeffrey Stoner's crazy. Okay. Moving down to another quarterback. So also joining Charlie McNamara, who's third on our list, is going to be Christian Schultz. Christian Schultz, let's look at him, 93 throw power. His accuracies are 76, 77, 67, so a little bit worse than the other incoming freshman. The speed's lower. He's solid, but I don't like he's not down here with these. I think he's below these guys. I think he's even kind of below BB here. I think like right here is where I like him. Between these tackles who are solid but have room to grow, this is a quarterback that can play. But he's a dual threat with 68 speed. I think it's just positionally it matters a lot, and he's tall, and you know he doesn't like he can play. Like for some people, he absolutely could play day one. 93 throw power, 70 awareness, like he can rock. Throw on the run 82, under pressure 74. That's solid. He's just not gonna light up the scoreboard for anybody else. All right, back to Texas's as he's recruit dumping on us. Ronnie Claypool. This is a 4-star gem center, 6'4". 3 mental abilities. Let's go. 80 run block, 82 run block power. So good. He's balanced. I mean, well-rounded. 4-star gem. I think this might be above BB. Because we don't know enough about BB. And BB wasn't a gem, so I'm assuming I'm seeing them both as the same. In terms of a 4-star gem is the same as a 5-star. He's a center. He's tall, so he can play out. He could kind of go play tackle if he really wanted to at 6'4", 300. And he's good everywhere. So a 4 gem, we don't hate that. Don't hate a 4 gem. All right, another 5-star inbound. This is going to be interesting. So we have a wide receiver. He's 5'7". 89 speed, 87 excel, so a little on the accuracy stuff. Or sorry, on the athletic stuff. But catching, 82, 83 catch in traffic, 88 spec catch, 83 short route, 88 medium route, 83 deep route. Like route god immediately, but undersized and a little slow. This is like who's the Miami kid? Restrepo? So where do we put him? Well, this is like our mark here for guys that are like day one people that need to start. Matt Cantrell, this is the ASU guy that is like 92 speed that can play halfback or wide receiver. So I don't see this guy as being better than him day one, but as long as the speed, I mean, the speed's not so bad. 89 speed and 87 excel is not so bad, but he's certainly lacking something. But Silver Cutter, Gold Road Dog, okay. I'm going to put him right above Cantrell just because he's a 5-star. Just because the speed isn't that bad. And when we say, like, an advanced route runner, like, this is an advanced route runner. Silver Cutter, Gold Road Dog. A little short, but, again, that's nasty. Good in space. He's going to be fine. If you just ignore the 87 XL, he's probably fine. All right. Jay Gore. 5-star gem left tackle. Okay. 6'7", but extremely raw. 66 run block. Like, he doesn't have a run block ability over 66. And then pass block, I mean, he's damn near pro ready. So where do we judge this, like, you look at these guys that are day one players but need room to grow, is what I have them as. Quincy, Manu, right? But they're just kind of average, decent in coverage, right? No elite traits, and then a little slow. This guy is just a one-sided demon. I really liked DeMarcus Narcisse. 5-star gem has to jump him up a bit. Because these guys were a lot better, if I recall. I mean, Narcisse was a guy who was solid in coverage, good abilities. Let's go back and see. Get a fresh brain on Terrence Waddy. Waddy here. Like he's extremely well rounded. And there was the other one. Shit, where am I? I'm tripping. Oh, Paul Ames. Extremely well rounded. Yeah, I think he's gonna go right below them. And the reason why is because they're better day one. But he is a absurd pass blocker. And the 5-star gem is going to keep him. So the only reason that I think he's kind of looping up on these guys right here is because, A, he's got elite measurables, he's a 5-star gem, and he's the best pass blocker in the class by a mile with gold pocket shield. But the other two are a little bit more well-rounded. And I will say this, he would be the top of the board if his run blocks was in the 70s. Full stop. But the 60s is rough. That's rough. So, okay. We've got a guy that Pest is saying is Will eligible. Dave Michaels, Will Thumper, 6'3", 233, 91 XL. So, as an edge rushing guy, great. Also, zone is 79, so I don't even hate this. 87 manpower. I think I'm going to put him right above this grouping. Why? Because his Excel is elite. His zone's better than all of them. And you know, like Pest said, like there's the opportunity maybe to move him to edge. And maybe he ends up kind of, you know, he can play edge, but again, it all depends on his abilities. But even if he doesn't move to edge, I think he's really good. A really good will backer. I like that. So, okay. It's Dave Michaels. Let's keep it going. Okay, we got Vaughn Thomas. This is a wide receiver for Danny. 86 speed, 88 XL gross. Spec catch is 90. He has 3 mental abilities. He's got short route 80, medium route 86, deep route 82. Okay. 82 catch and traffic. He's right here with these guys. With the route running. A little bit worse on Excel, but just a way more advanced as a route runner. I'm going to put him as the best of this grouping. And I'm also going to put him, because of the abilities, I'm going to put him kind of between these linebackers here. I like him more than I like Quincy. Vaughn Thomas. This is Auburn's first look here on the group. Route artist, 6 foot tall as well. That matters as well. Advanced route runner. I mean, he's up here with Darren Harper in terms of route running. Plus, you know, quite a bit of height. What? One was 5'7", the other 6 foot tall. Like 5 inches. Yeah, that's nuts. Vaughn Thomas. There you go. All right. Next, Joey Horner. He's a 4-star D tackle, and we don't know, so we're gonna put him right here with Mr. Banks. Oh, not Caleb Banks. Joey Horner, South Carolina. Oh, stop with the word school. I didn't put school. All right, D tackle. We don't know anything about him. But we do have another South Carolina commit. This is Mitch Dell. He's a cornerback, 90 speed, 93 excel. Don't hate that. 74 man coverage. Okay, not very good in zone at 66. He reminds me a lot of maybe a worse version of Akbar here, who we have at 4. This is a really good corner. He's not as good as Cherry, who's a 4-star gem. I like the quarterback. He's not like jumping out. He's not better than President. He's not better than Claypool. But I do think he's a better corner. Here, I'm going to put him under BB, but ahead of Schultz. Mitch Dell, South Carolina cornerback, 6'1", 4-star cornerback. I like the speed. I like the man coverage. He can absolutely play day one, but that 6'6" zone's in a rough spot. But I'm putting him over Christian because Christian doesn't really have that, those elite things jumping out, and Mitch certainly looks like he has a bit. Here we go. 5-star Wisconsin's Oliver Wall. 83 speed for a halfback. Almost no finesse moves. Change direction is rough. It reminds me of that tackle at Texas that just straight up is just sucks in one complete thing, and then the Oliver Wall kind of sucks at everything you need to do to be a halfback. I mean, we're down here with this guys. These guys were good at one thing, not the other, in a significant way. He's kind of good at none of them. I'm gonna put him above Doyle because Doyle was a really bad pass rusher and only has 75 block shed. And Oliver Wall from Wisconsin is at least a 5-star. So, for what it's worth, that's not too bad. But to be the 30th best player so far and you're a 5-star is nuts. So, all right, here's another halfback, Alex Jackson going to Wisconsin. 87 speed, 91 excel, a lot better. Change of direction, a lot better. Can't really catch. Good at break tackle, good at carrying. 5'10". This is an elusive bruiser. This guy can play. The juke move isn't too high. The ball carrier vision is 75. It's fine. He can play. I'm thinking of this, day one guy needs room to grow. You look at all these wide receivers that are really, really slow for the position to have room to grow. I'm going to put him above there. I think Alex Jackson absolutely could play halfback early and start as a freshman if needed. Obviously, you're not jumping to start him, but you're all right, cool. We can make it work, and maybe that change of direction bumps up for an elusive bruiser. If that change of direction bumps up and he can get shifty, that could be nice. All right, Mitchell Wagner, quarterback for Wisconsin. So 92 throw power, solid. Accuracies are 78, 79, 66, solid. He's got 80 speed, 86 excel, solid. Throw under pressure, 76. I see him, and clear-headed, which is pretty valuable. Keeping this in mind, let's go find Christian Schultz. Similar throw power, more speed for Wagner. Accuracies are better for Wagner, right? 76, 77, 67. They're roughly the same, except he's quicker, right? 80, 86. 80, 86. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wagner right above him. 6'3". There you go. All right. Next, Callum Hepburn. This is a corner for FSU. 3 mental abilities, including Silver Adrenaline, 6'1", speed, 91 speed, 93 excel. Man, 70 zone, 72. So athletically ready to rock. Press 80. Okay, more balanced, but not particularly good in any one area. So he's not as good as like the cherries. He doesn't have an elite ability, but however, he can start. And I think he's in this room of. I'll say this. I would rather have. Man, when I think of like those mid 70 accuracy guys that we were just looking at between these two, and then you look at Mitch Dell, who has 76 on, like, I think he's better than Mitch Dell. I think he's better than Mitch Dell. Just about the same speed, way more balanced, 3 mental abilities, and 80 press. I think we're going to put him right above Mitch Dell. I think that's an easy comp because they're literally the same position grouping. So Callum Hepburn, the white cornerback for FSU. 6'1". Don't hate that. Don't hate that. All right, let's take a look at some more Bama boys. All right. Brother, Neko. You got to post their abilities, dog. The commit channel wants to see how good they are, not just Billy Kendricks. Yikes. Okay, well, we're going to go down here with these dippies. And it's both of them. So Billy Kendricks, Bama. This is a left guard 4-star. And then we have Jalen Heaney. This is a right guard. So point is, Bama is building in the trenches. Of these guys that he's unwilling to show the abilities for, the 2 offensive linemen and 1 defensive lineman. So, okay, solid there. This is how you do it. Jacques Coates, this is the first Utah appearance on the group. So Jacques Coates is a left guard. Solid run blocker in the power side. Raw strength guy, 89 strength. Who doesn't like that? 3 mental abilities, but wicked rough in finesse and just normal pass block. 4-star guard. But I think he's down here with these guys, right? Iosefa Coffee. Let's kind of look at Coffee again. So he's, just solid at running and passing, but I have to, make decisions with what I want to do with him. And then you come up here and you look at like our early guys. Where's Iosefa Coffee? A little bit higher up. Yeah, I think he's in the same realm. I'm raw strength, like, kind of bad at power on one side, but good in the other realms. I think I'm going to put him right next to Iosefa Coffee. Holy shit, there's so many more recruits. Okay. I'm going to say he's better because fuck Texas. Is that cool? I get a fuck Texas from everybody? Going to Utah. Shout out the Utes. All right. Michigan dump here. 4-star, free safety. Rough on the speed, 85 speed, 88 excel. Zone coverage is meh, so kind of meh in coverage. Not really a day 1 starter. 3 mental abilities are solid. He's not as bad as like... He's in this group. He's not exactly a day 1 guy. This isn't a guy that's going to start. I'm thinking in this realm here, and him not being a gem, he's not as bad as Oliver Wall is, per se, but not exactly ready to go. And I can't in good faith put him over a 4-star gem. So we're going to put him right here. But Adrian can grow. Like, that's the thing, too. Is like, if he can grow into a solid safety, be sick. But he just doesn't have any, like, elite traits. You know what I mean? In fact, he is, however, 211 pounds, so he's eligible to move to linebacker. That being said, that's a solid linebacker. But We'll guard them at the position they are. Mike Kenyon. Okay, this is a really well-rounded guy. Yeah, no issues there. We have a couple of these kind of well-rounded dudes. Kind of higher up. Is that the let's see. Where's that? Claypool was solid. He's around this Ronnie Claypool area. And BB, like, you know, in those mid 80s type thing. Maybe even up here with the, what was it, Paul Ames from Ohio State. You know, kind of solid. I think he's worse than Paul Ames. But I think he's better than Waddy. So let's go back down here. Sorry, it is hot as balls in my room. Fuck. Mike Kenyon, right guard. That's solid. That is a solid right guard for Michigan. I mean, they are building well in the draft or in the scouting class. So whenever things work out for Dilly, fortunately he'll be all right. 5-star alert. Darrell Kennedy. Okay. We got some other halfbacks to compare him to. 89 speed, 92 excel, that'll play. 84 change of direction, that'll play. 80 juke move, that'll play. I think this might be the best running back we've gotten so far. Our first running back is Matt Cantrell. I like him more than I like Darren Harper. Jay Gore's up here because he's a 5-star gem and he's good at one thing, but awful at another. Then we have the guys we were just looking at. I think he's better than them. I think he's better than the running backs. I think he's better than the halfbacks. I think he's right here in this, like, this grouping of guys. I don't think he's a better running back than President is a tight end. I think I'm going to put him right here with his teammate. He's going to be blocking for him. Oops. If he was a gem, he'd be higher. But, I mean, this is, and no abilities, too. But, I mean, woof. He's a good player. He's a good player. All right. 5-star gem back. We have a 5-star. Now we got another 5-star. Actually, we got a couple 5-stars coming out. Here's Calvin Tryon, a will linebacker, 88 speed, 88 excel, 85 hit power, 74 zone, 6'4". Holy fuck. Holy fuck. He's good against the run. He's good against the pass. He's got elite speed. I'm gonna put him over Malik, and the reason why I'm gonna put him over Malik is Malik's really good, but Malik's a little one-sided. This guy's good at everything, and he's a 5-star gem. So I almost want to have. Do I have to start rethinking Charlie McNamara? No, the 4-star gem quarterback. That's basically a 5-star quarterback, and that's going to be more valuable. And Ohio State right now with 3 of the top recruits. And guess what? Here's another big boy recruit. Here's a 5-star. Devion Dawkins, 5-star right guard. All right. You can't really see too well because Harp is allergic to taking good pictures. My wife texting me. 75 run block, 69 power. So, 75 pass block, 81 finesse. So, like, a decent blocker, but not really that good. He's not as good as, like, I think he's right up here with BB. And I think I like the corners more than I like him. He's a little small, so he couldn't really move the tackle if you wanted to. I'm going to put him above these quarterbacks here, because these quarterbacks aren't exactly, like, you know, elite in anything they do. Stop calling me. Devion Hawkins, OSU, right guard, 5-star. All right, here's another 5-star. Walking officer, right edge. So actually, this is the first edge that we've seen, right? We've seen an edge eligible, but we don't have a single edge. So the first edge is walking officer, 6'6", so elite size, bronze quick jump, okay. 89 excel, 84 strength, 83 speed. So measurables are off the charts. Finesse move, immediately one of the better ones. Do we have any information on block shed? He's decent. He's got gold road dog, yo. This is an elite pass rusher, man. And because edge rushers are more important than off-ball linebackers, I think I got to go above Tryon here. I got to go. This is the 4th best. Walking officer. OSU. Edge. 5-star. Just huge. Elite measurables. That's nuts. OSU absolutely dominating the classes so far. I mean, this is nuts. Here's another one. Bill. Oh, well, fuck. I'm thinking there's a guy at the Lions alignment that has a similar but different last name. I want to get in trouble for this because y'all be like, oh, it's an African last name. You can't fucking pronounce African last name. Fuck y'all. Bill Awosika? Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. Trying to remember, like, the Lions guy's last name is fucking me up. All right, gold quick step, that counts for something. As a pass blocker, run block finesse side is really good. 86 finesse, run block, 83 finesse, pass block. Not very good at other stuff, though, but not so bad that he's unplayable, like that one guy. So, you know, when I look at, like, Jay Gore, who is here as a 5-star gem, this is where I kind of am putting him, where he's not, you know, the gold quick step's great, 3 mental abilities. This is where I want to put him. Four-star gem. Obviously, I might have a couple off because I'm kind of putting them kind of similar to other position groups. I know they end up kind of position grouping themselves, but, you know, they're very similar builds and stuff like that. So I don't think you're wrong with any of these linemen. They're all just guys that have some room to grow. Here's Randy Michaels. Here's a safety from Ohio State. 89 speed, 88 excel. Solid speed. 73 zone, 76 man. Okay, might end up getting more reps more as a nickel. 5'11", 203. Solid, could room to grow. But definitely playable as a safety. I like him in this grouping. I like these linebackers a bit more, but there's not a lot of safeties out here, so we're going to put him right above the Quincy Adoga. And the reason why is because his room to grow isn't exactly athletic. His room to grow is like just get a little bit better in coverage. So 4-star. There. All right, do we have some exhaustion of Ohio State yet? Sam Best, here's a D tackle. Can't really pass rush, can't really block shed. Ugh. I think he's worse than the Michigan Cole Doyle. They're roughly the same type of guy anyways. So Sam Best. 4-star. All right. Back to Notre Dame. Darrell All. Here's a wide receiver. Speedster. 5'11". Good size. A little light. 92 speed. 88 excel. Okay. 80 release will play. The route running. 75, 81, 83 for short through deep. This is a solid wide receiver. I think this is a guy who's up here with like Cantrell, who's solid. I like Cantrell maybe a little bit more because Cantrell's the same speed, better excel, and can play both halfback. I'm thinking about Pess's edge that has good excel stuff, but I think I want to put him right here. Yeah, that's the grouping. He's not quite as good as a route runner as, say, Darren Harper, and he's not a 5-star. But He's got a little bit more height than Harper, 4 inches, and he's a lot faster than Harper, 92. And the route running will absolutely play. So I like this. They're all interesting pick there. Earl Lamb, this is cornerback. We got 90 speed, 93 excel. He's 73 man, 73 zone, 75 press. So he reminds me a lot of Callum Hepburn. But I'm going to pick him over Hepburn. And the reason why, and I'm actually going to put him over BB. And the reason why is he can play day one. He won't be as good as Darrell Kennedy as a halfback. He's going to be fantastic because his teammate is, a little bit higher up at number 6. We have 2 Notre Dame cornerbacks coming in, but gold quick jump, so he'll be a great nickel, good height, and golden natural, which means he'll be great in the rain and the snow. So considering that they play games up north at Notre Dame, might get more rain games, might be valuable. So oof. Yeah, we'll have to keep updating this as we go. I probably should have done this as go, but hey, no time like the present. Do a big list. Okay. Let's go. Antoine Nestor, right edge, Notre Dame, 86 excel, 82 speed, solid. 84 finesse move. Wait, who's the edge that I didn't put in here? Did I not put an edge in here? Who's the player that was an edge a little bit ago? Joaquin Officer. Edge. Okay. 3 or 4. So, similar traits to Officer, I think. A little bit worse as a finesse move guy. A little bit less excel. It doesn't start with quick jump. 4-star guy. So, he's not quite the same as Officer. But I do think he's going to be in here. I'm going to put him between Slater and Onumban. I think that I think this is a guy that can absolutely start as a situational edge rusher and get to the quarterback. Antoine Nestor, Notre Dame, edge 4. I like the 3 abilities. Just a really solid edge rusher, very quick. And good strength, too. So as long as that run blocking comes up, that'll be solid. I'm sorry, I'm not really showing him on the screen right now. This is who we're talking about. So speed rusher. So and just obviously, like, there's not a lot of edges here, so edges are going to pop. That's one of the most important things in the game. So I'm going to slide him there at 10, right above the ASU quarterback, Slater, Clay President, his future teammate. So Notre Dame, hey, first of all, in the top 12, 1, 2, 3 guys here for them, and not to mention Earl Lamb. So for the top 15 for the Notre Dame guys, okay? Oh, look, another dipshit that doesn't actually post. This is 5 of their 5 stars. So I can't judge them. So if you guys can bully these guys into showing me... Let's see, there's 3 of them. Is this Christian Epps? What is this guy's name? Matthew Gideon. Alexander Cush. I mean, we would love to see what these 5 stars look like. I'll grade them out as not listed. Nothing we can do about them. Not listed, and then the 3-star gem from P-Town. All right. Florida got his recruits in. Let's look. Kyle Berry here, signal caller Will. 85 excel, 81 speed. You know what I mean? Decent in zone. He's worse than that grouping of linebackers. Where are they at? Than these guys. He's not exactly a day one guy. I'm going to put him down here with the Major Riggins and Conway. These guys were decent. He's better than Mashad. because I mean technically I like Mashad better now that I'm thinking about it, and the reason why is because Mashad can play linebacker and would be better than him. So Kyle Berry, Florida, Will, 4-star gem. Here's George Valencia. This is an edge. You guys can't see. 87 strength, 82 excel, 81 speed. Okay. 81 power move. It sucks against the run. So he's not a great athlete. Can't really defend the run. He's kind of just decent against the pass. George Valencia. Not a day one guy. All these guys are better wide receivers than he is an edge rusher. I'm going to put him in the same spot. Literally just right next to his teammate. Holy shit. There are so many fucking recruits. Jose Joseph is a 4-star gem. Weak in the pass block finesse at 60. That's criminal. Pass block power. So he doesn't have any pass blocking above 80, but he does have 92 strength, and he is a 4-star gem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him in this grouping here. Right above Adrian because of the gemness of him. Jose Joseph, but an extremely raw 4-star gem guard. So there's that. We continue on. A&M's got a shit ton of guys. LSU's got a shit ton of guys. Holy fuck me. Whew. We will carry on. Actually, is there a way to pause this real quick? Do I have the pause feature on? No, I don't. Shit. Okay. I was going to go get a drink, but we move on. Okay. Devontae Aguilar. This is a D tackle, 90 strength, 84 power move, 71 block shed, and silver grip breaker. I like that. I like that. He doesn't have any glaring issues, so I think he's above these guys. I think he's a better D tackle than these guys are at quarterback. These were guys that needed to grow a little bit. We really liked Hawkins, who's a 5-star guy, and then these were 2 starting caliber corners. Yeah, I'm going to go like right here. We're going to go Devontae Aguilar. This is A&M's first appearance on the board, and gold the natural. So yeah, I really like him. Corner's a little bit more important than D tackle, but immediately hop into the top 20 here. Let's go next here. We've got Johnny Spruce, a left guard. Decent. A little bit of room to grow. 92, 91 strength. Where's that guard? We just added him, right? But Joseph, I think he's right in that group, and the fact that he's not a gem, I'm gonna put him right below him. But this is a team that has a really good offensive line anyways. So he's not going to be expected to start early. He should grow extremely well. Jerry Farrell, here's a free safety, 85 speed, 89 excel, good zone. 6'3", tall. He's definitely better than Marshawn. I also think that can play early. A little rough. We're going to put him right above Marshawn, but not as good as this group of gods. Jerry Farrell. Free safety, real tall, like that. 4-star gem, or 4-star, not a gem. Here's a 4-star gem. Davin Folk, wide receiver. Okay, 6'3", great. 91 speed, 92 excel, great. Route running is 80, 77, 74, great. Gadget, 91 throw power, interesting. Let's look at some of the other receivers we've got out here. Compare. Darren Harper and Daryl Hall. These were 2 guys that were a little bit on the slower side, but had good route running. He's got just slightly less route running, 91 throw power, great speed, 4-star gem, and he's 6'3". I think he's above them. I think this guy can play immediately. I'm gonna put him over here, over Hawkins, over Devian Hawkins, the 5-star. I mean, this is a right next to his teammate, Evan Aguilar, 4-star gem. These are some guys that can come out and play immediately. 91 throw power certainly makes things interesting too, and the silver team player. All right, Sterling Dirth. This is a halfback. 87 speed, 90 excel, solid. 85 change of direction, great. 86 carry. This is very similar to another halfback we saw. Not Cantrell. Alex Jackson. I think they're in the same boat. I'm going to put them right next to each other. I think this is pretty much a tie at this rate. I think they can absolutely play between these two, Sterling Dirth and Jackson. So I don't know which one's better. I can't scroll up anyways. I got 100 fucking players too. So right here, Josh Gunter, quarterback. Okay, 86 throw power, yikes. 79 speed, yikes. Accuracies are fine, but he's certainly low on the list of the quarterbacks. I think 86 throw power is pretty damning and being slow. I think he's down here with Oliver Wall. I think Oliver Wall's better. He is tall. I could see him trying to switch. Again, he can't switch positions because he's slow as shit. All right, we already did Devontae Aguilar. Okay, so that's the Tamu guys. All right, LSU finally took some pictures. Hey, and those guys from earlier. Okay, so we can update them. Okay, let's take a look here first. Leati Lambo, 89 speed, 4-star gem safety. 80 man covered. Oh, shit. Really good at zone, really good at man. Solid size. Leati Lambo. All right, well, we had Randy Michaels, and I think he's better than Randy Michaels. I think he's better than Narcisse. I'm going to put him right here. Four-star gem. That's a sick player right there. Man coverage, LSU. James Long. This is an athlete, thumper. So linebacker, 6'1", 240, 90 speed, brother. 77 zone, 81 pursuit, 90 speed. Gets downhill. That's a big motherfucker to be moving that fast. Hold the phone. He's up here with Calvin Tryon. I'm gonna put him between Cherry, who can start right now, and they Anumban, who needs to grow a little bit, because James Long can play right away. The only thing he's above, the reason why he's below is a gem and not a gem. Brian Kamara, 91 strength, 82 power move. We saw a similar D tackle like this. Better than these guys. Who was that D tackle that we saw that was kind of in this room? Was it Aguilar? That was good strength. Good power move, nothing else. Okay, I think he's right there with Aguilar. Where I think he doesn't match is he doesn't have grip breaker, but I think he's right there. So I'm gonna put him right under Aguilar. Brian Kamara, D tackle, or sorry, LSU D tackle. All right. Ty Dicker, here's a Will, 91 excel, 81 speed. Decent in zone. He reminds me a lot of these guys. These, 81 spill. He's kind of right here with Narcisse, in my opinion. So I'm gonna put him right there with him. when we're talking about these guys, we're talking about guys that are could play day one if they had to, but need to grow a bit. He needs to grow a bit in pursuit, and he needs to grow a little bit in man coverage, but his zone is really solid. Blow-up's good. He's got great size. So, could play if he needed to. Mike Woods, D-tackle, really good finesse moves. I think or power moves and hit power and just a really good D-tackle all around. He's back up here with Aguilar and Kamara. I'm going to put him above Aguilar and Kamara, actually. I think his finesse move or his power move is a little bit higher. So this LSU defense is shaping up to be replenish some solid safeties, some solid defensive tackles. We're going to see 2 5-star corners here soon. All right, here's Epps. I think I had him below. Deontay Epps. Let's figure out where we're going to put him. 91 strength, 91 hit power, 84 power move, 74 finesse and blocking. I mean, this is disgusting. He's definitely better than the Aguilars that we were just talking about. Definitely better than this grouping of guys, D-tackles. It's crazy. LSU has 3 D-tackles that are better than any D-tackle on my team. What the? And as freshmen? Fuck! Okay, all right. I think he's a better D-tackle than, like, President and Slater. Nestor. Like, Nestor was really, really good. Nestor was really, really good, but he was missing something. It was like power. He was like a really good edge rusher. But Deontay Epps is a really good pass rusher as well. Except also really, really solid interior. So, great 5-star recruit there. Big body. Deontay Epps. Here's Alexander Kush. All right, 5-star corner, 90 speed, 94 excel. Great. 78 zone. Great. 70 man. Not as good. I think of him very similar to Malik. They're both 5-star corners. They're both really, really good at what they do, but they've got room to grow. I'm going to go with Malik. I think Malik's a smidge faster. But, I mean, that's a really, really solid corner out of the gate. I mean, great measurables, great athlete. And here's the other one, the edge rusher, Matthew Gideon. 87 strength, 87 excel, 84 speed. So, elite athlete. Really good power moves. I don't think he's as good as, or where's the Notre Dame edge? Nestor? I'm going to put him over Nestor just because he's a 5-star. And they're very similar. But let's just say this. The LSU defensive line is getting some fucking bangers. Not to mention replenishing the DB group. LSU is on another level. Another level. All right, we already seen Leotti. Okay, cool. Done with the LSU boys? Holy fucking shit. Whew. All right, back to Michigan. Tyquan Bryant, 4-star wide receiver, 89 speed, 91 excel. So good speed, 6'1", good height. Route running, 83, 80, 77. Solid route running, 84 release. He can play right now. I'm thinking he's above. Where's our short wide receivers here that we had? Guess Davin Folk is over here. Where's our wide receiver from Texas? I don't think he's as good as Quinones, but this is a solid 4-star wide receiver. I don't think he's good as maybe these guys. But this is a really solid corner out of the gate, or wide receiver at the gate. I'm going to put him here with Folk. I'm going to put him right under Folk. Tyquan Bryant. Let's see if I like that. I mean, again, can start, can play, can catch. Great against the press. Good size. I'm putting him right up here with this guy who's got good size, a little bit worse at route running, good size, good speed. So sacrifice a little bit of speed for route running and solid across the board. So that's where we're ranking him. right above Folk, in my opinion. Didn't mean to do that. Right above Folk, in my opinion. I am going to drop this whole list here in a little bit, but we continue. We are 66 and some change in on these guys. Okay. Here's a cornerback, Shakir Murray, 90 speed, 92 excel, solid, 72 man, 72 zone, 80 press. This looks a lot and feels a lot like the Florida State corner, Hapburn, and Mitch Dell. So he's in the groupings with these guys. So that's where we're going to put him, Shakir Murray, where, you know, if they have to play the good, you know, who doesn't like 80 press? But definitely going to have to grow a bit in coverage before he's good. Okay, here's a good one. Here's another guy who might be up the list. 5-star gem tackle with Platt O-line rally and Platt quick drop. 85 run block finesse, 84 pass block finesse. I think he's the best offensive lineman that we have. And why? Did I mess up something? Oh shit. Oh fuck. I am in the middle of recording something. Fuck. I'm in the middle of recording something. I'll edit it out. God damn it. And it's a long ass video. I apologize for stepping away. And I can't edit it, so I'm not gonna edit. It's fucking 2 hours long. We're good. Okay. I just put a note. This is disgusting, and the abilities certainly make him jump up the board. Akbar is really, really good at one thing, but he doesn't have an elite ability. Tryon's really, really good in a 5-star gem. I think the abilities alone have got to put him over Tryon off of how important the position is. And I almost want to re-rate McNamara or go look at him really, really quick. Because this is a quarterback that we certainly have pretty high. 92 throw power, really good accuracies, 81 speed. Okay. We'll keep him off of quarterback importance. But I'll be damned. That isn't one of the better players that we've seen. Dalton Ingram. That's crazy. All right. Halfback here out of Texas. Amari Bosby, 93 speed. Has shifty. 87 change of direction. He's a little short, but that almost helps. I think he's got to be the best halfback we got. So Canada is who we got who's really, really good. But I think the higher speed and the shifty, he's going to be able to have like a more of a day one advantage. I don't think he's as good as Edge. Really good halfback there. To have shifty day one, that's crazy. All right. These the guys that South Carolina gave me earlier? No. Horner, okay. So we have Paul Battle. This is an athlete. Looks like a tight end. I don't know anything. He doesn't know anything about him. So we're going to add him to our don't know list. We got Gideon. That's good. We got Cush. That's good. Paul Battle. South Carolina. Athlete. 4-star. We do know this guy, though. Okay. So we have a edge rusher. 6'3", 233. Excel 89, that's good. Quick jump is there. He is a 5-star bust. He's got 86 finesse move. We have some edge rushers that look just like it. These guys. And because he is a 5-star but a bust, we're going to put him right there with them, but underneath them. Bryce Goodwell. I mean, a 5-star bust is still a really good 4-star. But all right. Who's going to watch this whole thing? We'll update these periodically, by the way. All right, FSU. Oh, a 5-star. FSU. Okay, 87 speed, 89 excel. This is a strong safety that's got 83 zone. He absolutely can play now, and he's a 5-star, and he's got great size. Okay. He's got to be above these Hepburn, because those are guys that are good that can play now but aren't, like, elite. Or, average. This guy, day one, is average, like an average starter. 83 zone is fantastic. 2 mental abilities. I don't think he's like as dominant as President here. But we're going to go Elias Mandarino, free safety for strong safety for Pest, who desperately needs a safety who can catch the football. If you watch that game against Auburn, he should have cleaned that up a little bit earlier than he did. All right, Rudy Croft. This is an athlete thumper. 88 speed, 88 excel, damn. 78 zone, damn. He's not that different than Tryon. Really good zone. Really good pursuit. Yeah, I'm going to put him here along. He reminds me a lot of James Long. I'm going to put him right above him. LSU guys. So, Rudy Croft. So, Pest has got a really good safety, a really good athletic linebacker, and a corner and Callum Hepburn. So, the defense there at FSU looking a lot better. No doubt. So you guys are building heavily. Just to be clear, Utah has one guy so far. All right, Ohio State with the big dump here. Alex Brockel, 88 speed halfback, 90 excel, 83 change of direction. Solid. But I don't think he's as good as like Cantrell here. I think he's in this grouping. Yeah, he's in this grouping of guys for sure. I think we're just going to put him. right here. Alex Rockhold, the worst of this grouping of running backs. Still good running back. We've got Zach Hirschberger. This is a speedster wide receiver. Ooh, 6'3". Ooh, 92 speed. Ooh. The route running, okay. 83 deep route, 86 spec catch. Is also a team player kind of guy. Now I'm thinking up here with Darrell All. Darren. I think he's better than Darren Harper, man. I think he's up here with these two. Those guys were better route runners. He's got the speed trade-off. Zach Hirschberger. 4-star. All right, let's go another halfback. Caleb Johns at 89 speed, 92 excel, 84 change of direction. I think he's in that grouping, but I do like it. The 2 more speed there. When I say that grouping, I mean the Sterling Durf, Alex Jackson. We're gonna put him above them. I think he's the best of that grouping so far. Caleb Johns. Oh, guys, oh boys, you ain't ready for this. Utah making the board. Okay, this is a well-rounded 4-star gem guard. He absolutely is good everywhere as a run blocker and a pass blocker, and has silver. We might have a guy up here competing with these guys. Like all these guys, right? These running backs we were just looking at, they're good, but they're not ready to start. These guys, good, not ready to start. Can start if they have to. Harper has some room to grow. Gore is a really good tackle, but awful run blocker. I think I have to... Man, I feel like he's almost as good as... Yeah, we're going to put him right behind Devian Hawkins. Right now? Okay. Go on there and just try. You'll be fine. Hey, probably not actually. You're probably okay. Yeah, you're probably gonna... Yeah, it should be normal. Yeah, you'll be good. All right, Marco, Ezek. I've been looking for guys that have like biblical names, and Ezek is as close to Ezekiel as I could get. 87 excel, 85 finesse move, not really good block shedder. He's down there with the who are those edge rushers that we were looking at earlier that are really good at like one thing, but not all the others. He's up there with these guys. I do think that he's in that realm, probably a little bit worse. And I think I'm gonna go below the Amari Bosby. And these guys, I'm gonna go Canada, the Michigan running back we looked at earlier. I think he's a little bit more valuable, but I think all the guys above him are a little bit better. So Utah finally making their statements known. Here's a big gem right here. 5-star gem Clifton Bigsby. Holy shit. 6'3". Wow. 90 speed, 89 excel. Wow. Route running, solid. Spec catch, solid. Release, solid. I think he's up here with Quinones. And the fact that he's a 5-star gem has to make him jump. These guys are good, but they're kind of like... They're good, but they have room to grow. Clifton can go right now. So FSU makes a jump into the top 7 here. But a 5-star gem wide receiver that's got some size, some speed, and can get it done. Brian Fernandez, kicker, big 93 throw power or kick power, 83 kick accuracy. I mean, he's gonna go down here because of because he's a kicker, but you know, the first kicker taken, and not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. All right, Devin Shorter. Here's another wide receiver. This is out of South Carolina, 92 speed, 88 excel, solid. Route running is a little rough. It could improve. He's better than this grouping. These are the guys that are like 86 speed. Then you got Vaughn Thomas, who I can't remember exactly Vaughn Thomas' spills, but I feel like we're gonna put him in this group. Devin Shorter. Good speed, but the excel and the height could be a little bit better. All right. Here is Terrence Klein. This is a halfback. 4-star gem, 89 speed, 87 change of direction. 4-star gem. I mean, I think he's... I'll get you in a little bit, Kai. I am trying to do contact. And anybody help me with the other things. 4-star gem, halfback here. Solid. Not going to be like the elite measurables of a halfback. Could improve, but 87 change direction size. Not going to get shifty, but solid nonetheless. North-south receiver. Love that. Then you've got Evan Weeks. This is a 4-star gem Sandbacker. 88 excel, 84 speed. Solid. 76 zone. Solid. There's quite a few good guys. I think he's better than this grouping. I think he's in here with this grouping of off-ball linebackers. And I think because he's a gem, he's going to go over them. So Auburn, couple. Mainly on the offense is the Auburn guys. But nonetheless, pretty solid. I think this is a 4. I don't think there's anybody. We are almost at the end. Actually, we are on our last one. We have a 3-star coming from Georgia. I could have sworn he posted more. Ricky Venable, 87 throw power, 84 speed, 3-star quarterback. I think he's going to go down here. I do think he's going to be above these guys. I feel like we missed some Georgia guys, but good speed, good solid altogether. All right, that is 83 recruits. '84 recruits actually, because P-Town did do this guy. All in the grouping. So your top recruit at the moment, I could have sworn there was more Travie in here. But I guess not. I guess he didn't post as much, unless I missed out on something from him. Nope, that's Texas A&M. Ohio State. Maybe I misconstrued some Ohio State guys and Georgia guys, but no, right now at the moment, Georgia hasn't given away his sauce. Here's Ohio State guys. Ohio State, yeah. So, I mean, just looking at the grouping here, obviously a lot of Ohio State here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the top 10. Then you have Texas, who's 1, 2 of the top 10, but absolutely dominant. But LSU looks great. So, but I would say the biggest jump, obviously, this left tackle Auburn kind of sneaking up out of nowhere. I love some of these Notre Dame corners and that tight end Clay President. Bryce Goodwell, and this group of edge rushers are really, really solid. So some good pass rush coming in. There's some elite linebackers. Yeah. So I'm going to drop this content in this list. And, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching all 2 hours of this. See you.